Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're stepping right onto the pitch to unpack one of the most chaotic, absolutely high-stakes elements of modern football tactics. We are talking about the defensive transition. You know, it's that split-second phase where matches are literally won or lost in the blink of an eye. So let's dive right in. To really grasp the gravity of this, we've got to nail down what exactly the defensive transition is. Think of it as that immediate, desperate sequence of events that gets triggered the exact millisecond a team loses the ball. When you're attacking, your team is expansive, right? You're wide open. But the second you lose possession, you are geometrically exposed. It is basically the ultimate existential threat on the pitch, and it demands an instant tactical solution.
So, put your manager's hat on for a second. Picture this. Your team is pushed way up the pitch, looking dangerous, and then, bam, a passing lane is jumped, and the ball is gone. You've got maybe 2 seconds before absolute disaster strikes. So what is your strategic response? How do you orchestrate chaos into order when every single millisecond matters?
Well, survival here demands a flawless, lightning-fast chronological micro-arc. Step 1, the exact moment you lose the ball. Step 2, players have to instantly snap right back into a defensive shape. And Step 3, the coordinated reaction. We're talking either a ferocious counterpress or a highly organized retreat. There's literally no time to think about it. It just has to be immediate, and it has to be ruthless.
Moving right along to Section 1, the vulnerability and immediate shape.
Losing the ball dictates an immediate, non-negotiable shift to a defensive shape. Think of it as an immutable law of football strategy. Players absolutely cannot stop to complain to the referee or just watch the play unfold. No way. The structural integrity of the formation, essentially your rest defense, has to be restored instantly to plug those exact gaping holes left open during your expansive attacking phase.
Which brings us to Section 2, the tactical fork in the road.
Once that initial shape actually forms, a team hits a huge tactical fork in the road. On one side, you have the counterpress. Aggressive, fast, relentless. You swarm the opponent in packs, suffocating their space, trying to win that ball back before they can even look up. On the other side, you have the organized retreat. Now this takes incredibly intense discipline. The whole team immediately drops. They concede the space right in front of them, and instead they protect the dangerous space behind them, forming an impenetrable wall. So it really comes down to chaotic aggression versus controlled discipline.
And finally, Section 3, the ultimate objective.
The overarching objective here is simple but absolutely crucial: preventing opposition counterattacks. This is the absolute anchor of every single thing we've just discussed. Look, if your immediate shape fails, if your counterpress gets broken, or if your retreat is just a step too slow, you are probably going to concede a goal. Neutralizing that transition is the singular, overarching goal that justifies every gut-busting sprint and every single tactical decision made on that pitch.
It is a massive strategic burden for any player to carry in real time. So I'm going to leave you with this to chew on. When that chaotic moment inevitably arrives, which tactical choice, the hyper-aggressive counterpress or the disciplined, organized retreat, do you believe is actually the most effective at killing a counterattack? Think about that the next time you're watching your favorite team lose possession. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and we will see you next time.